As you well know, I'm a marketer. And the question I've been getting very often lately from my friends is, Ioana, are you afraid that AI will take your job? Well, to be honest with you, no, I'm not afraid that A will take my job. And that's because technology, if we look at history, it has evolved constantly from year to year, from decade to decade, and it hasn't stolen jobs. Or at least I personally don't see that technology has stolen jobs. What I see is people's reluctance to change and to technology. If someone is reluctant to change to technology, that person, yes, will be eliminated by it. If you're not afraid of it, you won't be eliminated. Or at least that's my personal opinion. And it's the reason why I don't think I'll be eliminated by technology. Or at least at this moment, that's what I believe. And because I've followed and because I've seen, and I can say that last year, for example, I lost my job. But it wasn't due to technology and evolution, but it was due to certain restructurings within the company. And this thing and the whole socioeconomic context that's happening led to the company's restructuring and not at all technology itself. And I can say that I don't have even one friend who comes to tell me, oh, Ioana, technology took my job and I'm left without one. There's no such thing, at least not around me. And I don't think this is happening anywhere, with the exception, indeed, of very large companies that have done mass automation and laid off some people from their jobs. There, yes, I can say that those people have suffered because of technology. But in my case, as a marketer, at least for now, this hasn't happened. Instead, what happens very often and makes me happy is the fact that technology helps me do things easier and faster. And also, both for me and for my colleagues, whom I see can generate some reports, can make some interpretations, can create content much faster. This doesn't mean that the volume necessarily decreases, but because they can do more and more easily. At the same time, I don't know if it has the same applicability in other industries, but I can say that I've somewhat seen that these things are also happening in medicine and that the development and AI part is slowly integrating into medicine as well. And things are starting to be easier and easier for doctors who most of the time have to remember the patient's history and have a lot of things on their minds. I think AI can help there as well. But if we go back to the question, am I afraid I'll lose my job? Well, no, I don't think I'll lose my job because of AI. I think AI will be to my advantage because I've already started to integrate it. I've started to create some automations that make things much easier for me. And look, I can give you an example. If you're a marketer, if you work in performance, which means meta ads, Instagram, and Facebook, and if you run lead generation campaigns, you most likely know that you take those leads, you extract them from the platform, and you send them on to another department. In my case, I was sending them to the sales department. The salespeople would take them and contact the leads and follow the flow and the roadmap from there. Well, now with AI, what I've done is have my leads from Meta be extracted automatically on their own and go to the marketing department, which saves me a lot of time. And why do I say that? Not because it's just 2 or 3 clicks and that's it, but because those leads that come in need to be filtered. You have to see if you've had that lead before. You have to see if it's a lead that qualifies, if they answered the questions you probably had in the Insta form, and so on. And because of all these filters, these are just a few examples I've given, but there are many more filters you can set to segment and effectively simplify the lead filtering process. And I've done all these things with an AI, with an automated tool. And that's why I say it saved me time, because the AI effectively took my repetitive tasks and did them on its own, automated them, and automatically saved me time. And even if I save 1 hour of work per week, If I draw the line, that hour that was time consuming and didn't even require thinking or anything, for me, it's super okay. For me, it's super okay. And because this kind of automation and this type of work is what AI does. Or at least in my case, where I work or have worked until now, very much on the performance side and on ads. And I'm sure it's just one example. And I don't know if there's anyone who has lost their job because of AI, with the exception of what I said earlier. So my answer to the question is very simple. I haven't lost my job because of AI. I don't think I'm going to lose it because of AI. I mean, for the employer to actually come to me and say, look, Ioana, instead of you, I have 5 agents who do exactly what you do. Well, I don't need you anymore. And now, look, we have to shake hands and part ways. That hasn't happened. I don't know if it ever will. At the moment, I don't think it'll happen, and I'm very confident in what I'm saying. But of course, the future can surprise us. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens. I've already started using AI. I've started educating myself even more to see what it means, how I can integrate it even more. And of course, as you probably know, in marketing, every day you have something new to learn. That's how marketing is. What works now won't work in 4 months because the algorithm changes. Or how a platform looks now, well, if you come back next year and use it, you won't find any button where it used to be because the platform has updated and updated. And of course, it changes, just like all the other tools. And when I say these things, I want to be clear that I'm talking about digital marketing and not traditional or street marketing, which is very cool, very good, but which I personally haven't done as often as I work in digital marketing. I think I've answered the question, and I hope it's an answer that you were probably expecting to hear. And if you also work in marketing, you could confirm or deny what I'm saying here. And if you have an opinion or something to say, I really encourage you to leave it in the comments.